At this time, before again I introduce the young men and here again the different universities that they're signing with, I want the guys that are on the coaching staff right now, whatever, I want to acknowledge those guys because it's definitely not a one-man show. There's no one individual who can definitely do the things that we're doing here. I'm just right now at the helm of the program, but without these guys here, there's no way that we can get certain things done. I've got Coach Gacy Gibson, who's been here for the last 5 seasons, which works with the offensive line. Again, the JV coaches and the varsity coaches work together to instruct these young men. We got Coach Casey Gibson right here. We got Coach Charles Lee, who's our head trainer and also worked with the JV program. We've got one of the best defensive coordinators, no question, in the state of Florida. And again, we don't know how long we're going to have Coach Ben Simmons with us because he's an excellent instructor and also an excellent football coach. And definitely he's been my right-hand man, and he's my assistant head coach, Coach Ben Simmons. Do we have any other coaches here that I may be overlooking? And again, I don't want to fail to mention Coach Charles Owens, who's been working with the defensive back and who's also my defensive coach when I was here at Raines High School. Coach Duran Wiley, who's teaching at Holy Rosary, who's worked with our JV program as a defensive coordinator. Coach Quilly Jones, who's also the head girls basketball coach, and doing the girls basketball team is doing an excellent job this year. He's been working with our defensive linemen here for the last 6 seasons, if you will. We have a new coach, Coach Talmadge Ford, who is coming over with us this year, who work with our quarterbacks because we're continuously trying to upgrade and get better as a coaching staff and as a football team. He's going to be a definitely blessing to me. Coach Carl Jones, who worked with our running backs, who was teaching ISSP, but God bless, he's been called into service right now to help work with the country, to defend our country, if you will. And he's stationed down, I think, in Homestead at this particular time. Coach Aaron Austin, who is from this community, who was teaching at another school at this particular time, is one of the assistant coaches on the JV team and also works with the varsity team. Our new coach, Rudy LeCout, who's over in the gymnasium, who's a gym teacher here, who's the head JV football coach this particular season. So can we give a round of applause for those coaches? Excuse me if I'm missing anyone because I'm running this off right off the top of my head. Now, on with the signings. First young man we have James Valentine. James Valentine. Things happening in the nth hour. We were waiting on this fax to come in right here at the last moment. That's why I'm about 5 minutes late. He's going to sign a national letter to attend EWC, our historical school right here in Jacksonville. And a lot of times we scoff and we laugh or whatever, but here again, if you saw this football program perform from the first season to right now, you'll notice a great improvement. There's a great number of athletes right here in the area of Jacksonville that's going to go to EWC and continue to have this program improve.
Good morning, Vikings. I'm here interviewing Dexter Williams. He just signed with Howard University. Dexter, what made you sign with Howard?
I thought it was over.
Well, we got to get a pen that works right now.
Yeah, man, I got one.
I know you do.
She got one.
I've been waiting on it.
Yeah, man. I've been waiting on it too. Right there. Y'all check and see if your pen's working. Like this pull goes out the box.
It is battery low. It's battery low. I can tell what I'm saying.
And again, moving quickly, again, but not too fast. We're going right down the road, calling out in particular order. This is Rashad Jackson. He's going to sign a national letter of intent to attend Savannah State College in Savannah, Georgia. Rashad has been involved in the program now for 4 years, hit and missing on this past particular season, but we're going to leave that alone right now. Okay? His mother's worked very hard with Rashad, trying to get him to this point, and also to me, and our job is not done yet, or whatever. But here again, we want to encourage him to continue to do the right things or whatever. Rashad has a great potential to be a great football player in college, and also he's a pretty good student when he wants to do things he needs to do. So here again, Rashad Jackson, he'll sign the national level 10 to Savannah State University. Check there. All right.
America, 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 America.
All right, as we're moving on down the line, we get to our next young man, which is Dexter Williams. Okay, Dexter Williams came over to us from Terry Parker High School. He entered our school as a 10th grader. Definitely a blessing to us here at Rains High School. He's a force in the middle of the field on the defensive line. Broad shoulders, pushes the envelope pretty good. I played with his dad or whatever. His dad and I have a fairly close relationship because his dad was just an absolutely phenomenal athlete. Man, he was absolutely awesome. But Dexter is a hard-working young man. He's definitely a football player because he is a knucklehead. There's no question about that. He will be attending Howard University in Washington, D.C. at his time to sign his national.
I know somebody does it. Okay, Howard University, DC. Gonna be the party.
All right, this is Darnell. Darnell is going to school. I am going to drive. I'm going to drive Darnell to the nearest bus depot, airport, or train station, whatever we get on up out of here. Okay? Darnell has been in our program again for 4 years, and I can remember him coming up from Remote Middle School, standing out at spring practice. I want to play, I want to play, I want to play, or whatever. And very eager young man. He has the opportunity now to go off to school, 6'5" and 290. He has a lot of potential, there's no question about it. It's a blessing for him right now to be in this situation. He was signed a national letter of intent to attend Alabama State University. And going on to our last young man for the day, and again, I told you I wouldn't have you very long, or whatever, we have Kevin Newsome. And the one thing that stands out about Kevin Newsome, of course, at this particular time, he ranks #1 academically in his senior class, so let's definitely give him a round of applause. Last week, we attended the all-academic team, if you will, for the city of Jacksonville in football, and we had 2 of our young men to make first team. One, of course, was Kevin Newsome. The other one was Cedric Owens. And Cedric Owens were very well. Again, I think he's still in the running to be the salutatorian of our class. So this particular season, we had the valedictorian, maybe the salutatorian on the football team. So give these guys a round of applause. I do remember one story about Kevin, and he made a comment. And this is why I tell you have to be careful what you say when you're out in the community. He saw me in the barbershop. Well, that's when I had hair. He saw me in the barbershop privately when he was probably in the 7th grade, you said, 6th or 7th grade. And we were in the barbershop talking, doing barbershop talking. Guys know it that way. I guess women have salon talk too. There was a lot of barbershop talking. We were talking about football. The guys were giving accolades range because we were winning a number of games and going on doing some real special things. And he said the whole time within my conversation, even though I didn't know Kevin probably from Adam at that particular time, I kept deflecting off to kids or saying that everybody's working hard and we're just having a good time. Again, you never know who's listening. You never know who's listening. And that has nothing to do with Coach Coffey. And I'm just simply talking about keeping a humble spirit anytime that you're out. Anytime you're communicating with people. You never know who's watching and who's listening. And that made a big influence from what he told me about him coming to Rains High School, because again, kid with this academic standards gets courted by a lot of schools in this particular private institutes. We're very proud of him, and I don't know when I think I do know when the last time we've had a young man to sign to one of the military academies. Called to McDonald in 1989, which was in Coach Simmons' senior class, went to Air Force, and he ended up being a first-team All-American his senior year. Kevin will attend the Naval Academy. He visited Navy, Army, which is West Point, and the Air Force Academy, and decided to go to Navy, Annapolis, which we're real proud of. We're happy for him. So we're going to have Kevin sign not a national level tent, but an appointment, if you will. Again, people, I really appreciate you coming out. I appreciate you guys on the team being here. This is not rocket science. We're not going to make this hard, and that's really what it is. That's all it is to it. We're proud of these young men. I'm proud of all of you guys. Again, I want you to aspire for greatness. Don't be satisfied with just enough. Again, a lot of times we're told by people on the outside what we can and cannot do here. Please don't ever limit yourselves. You will cut your legs from up under you. Aim high. Shoot for greatness. Don't be satisfied with mediocrity. They tell us they're the greatest on the FCAT test, but I know you all, the majority of the school, this community, because I am from here. And it's very important for me and other alumnus to see you succeed, and you can do it. 98% of the people here are doing the best they can along with the teachers. We're going to ask you to step it up and do a little bit more, especially with the FCAT coming up. It's something that is very important. We need to conquer that demon so we can move on, so we can go on down the road and reach our full potential of greatness here at Rains High School. Once again, parents, congratulations. You've done a wonderful job. I want to continue to kind of work with you all throughout these guys' college career. Players, I still want to work with you all to the best I can, along with the coaching staff, in getting things done for you. And the students that attended today because you're coaches or whatever, again, it doesn't matter what area of expertise you're in, do what you have to do in order to give yourself an opportunity in order to be great. Are there any questions from anybody? What we're going to do is go ahead and dismiss the students and let everybody go where they need to go. I'm going to have the parents meet me here, stay right here so we can make sure we sign the proper paperwork so I can fax it off, because my job has just begun, and we're going to meet for a little while and we're going to go on from there. Coaches, do we have anything? God bless you. Thank you very much. All right. Ms. Northern? Mm-hmm.
I told them mommies and daddies. Do I need to give it to you or give it to
You guys got a teacher that you came with. Appreciate you guys.
Take the light off. I can do it.
Right. Hey, I like it. I saw you don't look like I do.
The rest of that stuff while I'm doing this over here?
Yeah, what time you want to put on?
Put on that 10-15.
Yeah.
Right, I just should have just told me then. You gotta swing this one.
When I fax it off.
Okay.
We'll make sure you have it. Okay. All right.
Come on down. You recording? Till?
Nah, I took a picture. Just now.
Please sign the. All right. the grant and aid. We got that return, the first 4 originals of the grant and aid. Okay, I gave you the canary.
Good morning, Vikings. Crystal Xander. Good morning, Vikings. Crystal Xander's here interviewing Dexter Williams, who just signed with Howard University. Dexter, what made you sign with Howard?
Well, in my opinion, I think they had a better academic program than any other school that offered.
Okay. And do you feel good about your decision?
Yeah, I feel it was the best decision I made.
Okay. Well, Vikings, Dexter Williams, and I'm signing off. Good morning, Vikings. I'm here interviewing Darnell Goggins, who just signed with Alabama State. Darnell, why did you sign with Alabama State?
I signed with Alabama State because Alabama State have a good criminal justice program. That's why I'm trying to be a resource officer to help the kids out. So, when they ask me different questions, I can tell them I have an answer to all the questions, whatever, because I've been there before, and I've probably done the same thing they trying to do or whatever.
Okay, do you feel good about your decision?
Yes.
Okay, Chris Dennis with Darnell Goggins signing. Good morning, Vikings. I'm here interviewing James Valentine, who signed to Edward Waters College, James, why did you sign to EWC?
Well, I signed for personal reasons. And for my child, if I want to be with my child. Second of all, I want to be close to my family because they need me the most. And I want to be around Wayne's atmosphere. I just want to stay home.
You feel good about your decision?
I feel great about it.
Okay, that's James Valentine. I'm Chris Dennis, signing off. I'm here interviewing Rashad Jackson, who just signed to Savannah State. Rashad, what made you sign to Savannah State?
Well, I signed to Savannah State because it's a school of technology, and I wanted to be a computer engineer, and it was a nice campus and a nice football team. I felt at home there.
Do you feel good about your decision?
Yes, I do.
Vikings, I'm here with Rashad Jackson, signing off.
Let me see the respect, man.
Okay, Vikings, I'm Chris Dennis here interviewing Kevin Newsome, who signed to the Naval Academy. Kevin, why did you sign to the Naval Academy?
Because I felt it was my best chance to be successful. Good football, I'll be on TV next year, and good academics too. So that's what I'm doing.
Do you feel good about your decision?
Yeah, I feel good about my decision.
Come flu.
I'm Chris Dennis with Kevin Newsome, signing off. I'm here with some of the football players who just signed. So Crystal Xander's here interviewing some of the football players. Who would you all like to thank?
I would like to thank God, who's the head of my life, and my mama, my daddy, my grandma, all my family, whatever. And the football team, I would like to thank the football team, because if it wasn't for the whole football team, I wouldn't be going where I was going.
Hey, aren't those the guys who trash CCs?
I like to thank my family, God, Coach Coffee, Coach Staff, my child's mother, because she knows I love her so much. And America to the
I would like to thank God, my family, they put up with me all these years. Coach Coffee put up with me last 4 years. It's been hard, but we got through it. I like to thank the teachers, a lot of influential teachers that I had, because I think that I'm very deserving of my scholarship, and I'm Ms. Raines.
Well, Vikings, Chris Xander.